become billionaire, trillionaire, or Arabpati, Kharabpati, or Crorepati. Rahu is the one of the most supporting planet to achieve the target of Arabpati. When in a bar chart, Mars and Saturn is activated, that may be in D9 in Chandra Kundali also. Mars have the determination, action, energy, and Saturn has the hard-working, dedication, discipline, responsibility. When these two are there within the native may be so much laborious, so many days, so many years he is doing the job or doing the business, having so much struggle in this life. But after all, native win the struggles and get the fruits. Here, Rahu Dev give the blessings to become Arabpati, Kharabpati, or billionaire, trillionaire. That means only native when making hard work, native is dedicated, native not in intoxication, native is fair, native supporting the others. In that case, Rahu gives the blessings. So in the birth chart, if Rahu is well placed, like 3rd house, 6th house, 10th house, 11th house, Uchay Bhav, Rahu gets the good impact. Some cases 2nd house also. And in some cases, Kendra Trikona house, if Rahu is posited and maybe exchange yoga, in that case also Rahu gives too much wealth or prosperity or massive money, honors, rewards to the native. So Rahu is very important in modern days. Just in minimum time for maximum gain, that means road to heaven, it is only possible through the sudden gain. And sudden gain is always aligned with Rahu and 8th house. So Rahu is very important. Though it is pseudo planet, it has no real existence. Rahu or Ketu is the intersecting point of lunar elliptic path and solar elliptic path. When two paths are coincides, left side is called north node, that is Rahu, right side, that is Ketu. Now, today's discussion is about emphasizing on how the Rahu, when placed from 1st house, 2nd house, 3rd house, 4th house, 5th house, 6th house, 7th house, up to 12th house, how it will give the impact on the life of the native. This is our main discussions. In the last, we take 3 charts of 3 specific personalities. But first of all, to make it clarity, we have to go to the charts. Coming to the main chart, prior to that, our discussion is Arabpati, Kharabpati and Rahu Dev. Now the consulting phone numbers for any consultations 9932 302258. Again 9932 302258 or 8617 836580. Now coming to the main charts. Suppose Rahu is posited in 1st house here. If Rahu is posited in 1st house, what happens? 1st house is the personality of the native. That means appearance, self-deed, self-expression, all are there. Now native's body strength, that is also there. Now Rahu is posited here with. Rahu have strong desire, strong ambitions. Rahu is a planet who always like the worldly pleasures. So, if the native take Rahu attributes, native will go forwards. Native have ambitions. Native will work hard. Native have dedication. Native have discipline, responsibility. All are there. But here, the Rahu always gives some unexpected desires. Desire should be there, but it should be within the logics. So that's why Jupiter in the chart should be very strong. When Jupiter is strong, then Jupiter controls the Rahu. If Jupiter is posited in 7th house, that aspecting the first house Rahu. Or Jupiter is present in the 9th house, first, second, third, fourth, fifth aspect coming to the Rahu. In that case, Rahu will be controlled. If aspect not coming, but Jupiter is strongly present in the chart, that means exalted sign, own sign or friend sign, then also from there, Jupiter controlled the Rahu. So Rahu always controlled by Jupiter. If Rahu and Jupiter in conjunctions may be there, then Jupiter degree when 12 to 18, Yoth, it give good result. And Rahu's degree either in the child or in the old age, that means 0 to 5 degree or that means 24 to 29 degree, then result will be very good. So Jupiter should be Yoth with respect to Rahu in the birth chart for getting better results. Now when Rahu is negatively placed in first house, that means there is some Papkatari or malefic aspect or malefic conjunction. The native may not get his total growth or may not reach the destiny or life of the goal. So in that case, result may be moderated. But when there is no affliction, no Papkatari, no malefic conjunction, native will be a great disciplined personality. Native may be a great celebrity. Native may be a great cricketer, politician, leader. Leadership quality is within the Rahu. Rahu always shows his leadership quality. The native may be a great leader also. Now coming to the second house. Second house signification is that finance, wealth, family happiness, food habits, and here the speech also. Generally when Rahu posited in second house, the native very hard word native used. That is not accepted by the society, accepted by the other people. So here native have to use his words modestly to attack the people. Then native will be a gainer. Here when Rahu is posited, here the second house, wealth, finance, family happiness is there. Rahu may increase the family business. Rahu may increase the own business, whatever is there of the native. Or Rahu in high profile job, take him in the leadership post, that will be there. That means native will go to the highest point in his journey of life, but only when that second house is free from Papkatari or malefic conjunction or malefic aspect. Now coming to the third house. Third house in Kalpurusha Kundali is Lordship goes to Mercury and significating house of Mars. So Mars and Mercury both effect is there. Now before proceeding in third house, we have to think about some remedies of first house and second house. First house, simply the native have to make meditations, 5 minutes or 10 minutes every day in the evening. That will be helpful to cool his mind. In the second house, it is the house of finance. The natives should have checked his behavior. His behavior to the society, to the people, should be cordial. That should be in the knowledge. Here, the Rahu Bij mantra that can be read out, that will be helpful. Or Durga Saptasati mantra, if chanting, that also helpful in second house Rahu. Now we are coming to the third house. Third house, it is the house of creations, creativity. It is the house of communication, house of skill, house of willpower, house of media, house of sibling is there. If Rahu is posited here with, it is very much positive place. It is the first Upachaya Bhav. So Rahu here gives the good results. From here Rahu gives the seventh aspect on the ninth house of fortune. Native may be a good writer, may be a creative person, may be a singer, may be a great diplomat. When Rahu is positively placed in third house, it depends on which sign is there. That means Rashi. It is in the Kalpurusha Kundali, it is Gemini sign, Mithun Rashi. So Rahu shows his intelligence here with. So maximum intelligence native will show, that may not be within the native. So that is there. But when Rahu is positive from third house, it gives good result. Fortune will be activated. From here, first, second, third, fourth, fifth aspect coming to the seventh house of business, seventh aspect on the fortune, and ninth aspect on the 11th house of gain. So all the aspect is very much efficient when Rahu is posited in third house. Seventh house of business, ninth house of fortune, 11th house of gain, profit, success, all will be there. So third house Rahu is very much efficient compared to the other first house, second house also. Here also native have to be keep in mind Rahu in third house. Third house is courage. Natives should not show much courage. Natives no doubt have courage, but that not for the showingness. That will be complicated. So in this case, Rahu when in third house, native have to meditate Ma Durga. Durga is the lord of Rahu. That will give the good results. Or visiting the Durga temple always give good result here with. But if here is Rahu is malefic conjunction, a malefic aspect, Pap Kattari, then native may not reach the highest point in his job or business. There may be moderate effect when it is in the Pap Kattari. Now in third house Rahu, yes, it is just worship the Hanumanji or Hanuman Chalisa read out, giving the good effect in third house. Now Rahu placed in the fourth house. Fourth house is what? Fourth house is mother care, family happiness, luxury, comfort, vehicles. So all are there. Now Rahu is posited. If Rahu properly inclined, Rahu is controlled by the native, by the Jupiter here with. If Jupiter is placed in the 12th house, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, it will be controlled by fifth aspect of Jupiter. In that case, the native relation with the mother will be very much cordial. Mother will support in the profession of the native. native also support for the mother care. So here Rahu's effect, that means doing the work with cool mind, have to take decision, have to be ambitious, no doubt, but that should be with wisdom, with knowledge. Unexpected desire may in this house may not give good result. This is the house of mother, delicate house. This is the significant house of Venus, very delicate house. So native have so much vehicles, so many good looking house or house building, but only when natives controlled his Rahu. Rahu no doubt is the leader, but Jupiter is the wisdom that should be strong in the birth chart. And other planets' help should be there. Then only native will all get comfort, luxury, mother care in the fourth house. In the fourth house, it is the house of mother. So here, natives should in the evening chanting the mantras of Ma Durga. Ma Durga, the mantras, it will be helpful, or Bij mantra of Rahu also be helpful. Generally, Durga Saptasati mantra giving good result, or also the read out Hanuman Chalisa, that is also giving good results. Now coming to the fifth house. Fifth house is knowledge, fifth house is creation, progeny, children, wealth, speculation, money, and entertainment, and higher educations, all are there in the fifth house. When Rahu is well placed herewith, it is actually the house of Leo, that means Singha Rashi. So Rahu shows his strongness, just like lion. But actually the native may not have such strong strength. So showingness will be there. In this case, native may be a great creative person, since he has knowledge is there. That knowledge will be multiplied by the Rahu. Here wealth will be there, the wealth will be multiplied by Rahu. So here in the fifth house, Rahu generally giving good results. From fifth house, Rahu aspecting the 11th house of success, 11th house of profit, gain, all are there in the 11th house. So fifth house Rahu giving good effect. What is the negative effect? Negative effect, fifth house is the house of progeny. Any malefic planet posited, there may be trouble or may give trouble in the childbirth. That to be checked. In which nakshatra Rahu is placed. If Rahu placed his own nakshatra or that of Jupiter, that is giving good results, or Venus also. But in other cases, Rahu may not give good results. So miscarriage may be there. When Rahu is placed in the fifth house, native have to be cautious about that. So negativity is there. This is the house of creation. So in this creativity, Rahu may make some obstacle. That to be checked, and native have to be cautious. Here also, the fifth house, the native should chant the Rahu Bij mantra or the Durga Saptasati mantra, native may read out regularly. Now coming to the sixth house. Sixth house is very hard house. Here is the litigation, competitions, rogue, green, ripu, all are there. But sixth house as third house, sixth house is the actually significant house of Rahu. Here Rahu is very positive. Why? This is the first Upachaya Bhav, this is the second Upachaya Bhav. 10th house is the third Upachaya Bhav, 11th house is the fourth Upachaya Bhav. Highest Upachaya Bhav is the 11th house. Now 6th house, malefic planet Rahu is posited. That's why in Upachaya house, malefic planet giving good result, so good result may be there. But native have to work hard. Native have to be more disciplined Native have to be more dedicated. Native have to be bear so much responsibility. Then and then it will be. Suppose a native is a lawyer, litigation process may be solved. Native may be a great surgeon, disease may be solved. Native is a wealthy person, so loan etc. may be repaid. And if your Mercury is posited in the Virgo sign, native will be very much intelligent and crack the competitive examinations. So all positive point is there, provided Rahu is positive. If Rahu is not positive, native have to make it proper alignment. That means unexpected desire to be controlled. So wisdom of Jupiter to be applied every stage of Rahu. If Jupiter is posited in the second house, first, second, third, fourth, fifth aspect coming to the Rahu. Or Jupiter is placed in the 12th house, seventh aspect coming to the 6th house. So Jupiter placement is very important. If Jupiter aspect is coming, Rahu will be controlled. Otherwise, in anywhere, suppose Cancer sign Jupiter is posited, exalted, that will also control the Rahu from by his strength. But if it is under malefic, then result may not be that. Here in the 6th house, it is the to destroy the enemy. Here the best is the to read out Hanuman Chalisa or making any havan or pujan in favor of Hanumanji. That is giving good results. Here Hanuman Chalisa to be read out regularly. This is day-to-day work. Now coming to the 7th house. 7th house is what? It is business. It is partnership business. It is the spouse. It is relationship with the people, relationship with the foreign countries. All are there in the 7th house. When 7th house Rahu is posited, generally it gives multiple marriage. So Rahu should be controlled. If native can control the Rahu's attributes, that means egoism, aggressiveness, higher ambitions. If these are controlled by the native, ambition should be there, but that should be logical. So, in this case, if Rahu is with full of ego and ambition and aggressiveness, so marriage life may not be very good. Multiple marriage may be also there. It is the Libra sign in Kalpurusha Kundali, house of Venus. In this case, also if the Jupiter aspect is coming, suppose third house Jupiter is posited, first, second, third, fourth, fifth aspect coming to the Rahu. So third house Jupiter can control the 7th house Rahu. That should be also analyzed properly. When Jupiterian effect is there on the 7th house, there is no problem of multiple marriage, etc. Native marriage life will be smooth. So Jupiter placement is very important in the charts, and not only Jupiter, other planets, how the strong is, that means Sun, Mars, Mercury, Venus, Saturn, that is also important. When other planets support, then the 7th house attributes all will be there. Native will be successful persons. But here if it is Papkattari or malefic conjunction, or malefic aspect, then there will be problem. There will not so much problem regarding Rahu is there. Rahu is illusion. Native's mind will be not taking proper actions. Native may be misled by the illusion of Rahu, and so natives the path of progress will be hindered. That's why Papkattari, if they are in 7th house or malefic conjunction, malefic aspect, result will be moderated. Coming to the 8th house. 8th house is very obstacle-full house, stressful house. So much struggle is there. House of transformation, house of inheritance, house of occults, house of astrology, all are there in the 8th house. It is also called the black house, full of hurdles is there. Now Rahu is placed here with. Here one positive thing is there. 8th house also gives suddenness, and Rahu is also gives suddenness. So if Rahu is positively placed in the 8th house, generally Rahu is very strong in the Taurus sign or Gemini sign. Rahu is not so very strong in Vrishchik or Scorpio. Rahu is also very strong in the Virgo sign, 2, 6, 10, also in Capricorn. 2 means Taurus, 6 is the Virgo, and 10th is the Taurus, Orthotrikona. Rahu's placement is very strong. But here in Kalpurusha Kundali it is the Vrishchik Rashi. Rahu might not be so strong. But if the Lagna is changed, then it is also to be changed. Suppose a Lagna it is Aquarius Lagna. So it may be the 8th house is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is Virgo sign. So Rahu give good result. If it is Aquarius sign, then 8th house will be Virgo. Then easily transformation from poverty to the richness will be theirs. Suddenness gives the Rahu. Only Saturn to be properly placed, either in Aquarius or Capricorn or in Libra. Then Saturn right hand is the Rahu. Saturn left hand is the Ketu. Saturn has main conductor, Rahu is there. So Saturn placement, Saturn staying in the chart is very important. In Libra, Saturn exalted, or in Capricorn home sign, or Mool Trikona in Aquarius. So Saturn placement is very important to get the blessing of Rahu. Now the native, when it is positively placed, that means own sign, friend sign, or exalted sign, easily get his inheritance and also maybe knowledge of occult or astrological thinking. But here in the 8th house there is more thinking of the native. That should not be there. Native should actually knows the knowledge about Rahu. What kind of Rahu is there? To control the Rahu, first point is that ego to be controlled, aggressiveness to be controlled, and contact with the people will be cordial. Then and then it gives success. Here also in the 8th house, Rahu, Hanuman Chalisa should be read out in every day or minimum Tuesday or Saturday. Now coming to the 9th house. 9th house is the house of spirituality. It is the actually house of father. It is the father blessing is there. When Rahu is placed here, generally with father, the similar mind may not be, that may be deviated. But native have to make inclined with his father to make his progress. If native respect his father and follows the direction of father, native would success. 9th house also direct the foreign educations. Native may go to the abroad to get professional education or any kind of higher educations. So native journey will be smooth if native respect father, teacher, etc. Here is the house of religions. So native minds always will be there when Rahu is posited, if it is correct or not. Rituals, every rituals is there in every religion. Which rituals is more practical, which is not, Rahu may indicate here with. That is there. In 9th house Rahu may sometimes change the religious also. Sometimes also change the marriage in different society, different caste also. All positive involvement will be there when it is free from Papkatari or malefic conjunction, malefic aspect. Now coming to the 10th house, here Rahu is very strong. maximum political leaders, they may have 10th house Rahu. Rahu already discussed the leadership qualities there. When 10th house is the profession, 10th house is the karma, when Rahu is posited here with. And 4th house aspect coming to the 10th house. Any planet posited in 4th house giving the aspect on the Rahu on 10th house. So Rahu here, if Rahu here is modest in nature, but it should be modest by the behavior, lifestyle, strategy, attitude of the native. Native have to make it properly inclined. Rahu no doubt have ego, aggressiveness, quarreling nature will be there, but native have to control it. Then native will success in his professions. Generally, native may be a good political leaders, may be a great administrator, great police officers, native may be. If any aspect from Mars is coming to that point, then the military or police officer, that is chance may be more. Main point is that Rahu here is very stable and make the native profession successful. Native generally may be a political leader or administrator or a strong businessman when Rahu is posited in 10th house. If there is any malefic or papkatri, that is not, result is moderated. Now coming to the 11th house. 11th house lordship goes to Saturn and Jupiter is the significator of that house. So here, if Jupiter controls the Rahu, then it is very much better. If Jupiter is placed in the 7th house, first, second, third, fourth, fifth aspect coming to the 11th house, then Rahu's nature will be under the wisdom of Jupiter. Unexpected desire will be not there. Native will be successful in business, in profit, in gain. Also social circle will be increased. Only case is that Rahu to be controlled by wisdom, Rahu to be controlled by the intelligence, Rahu to be controlled by the ambitions, in which direction native may go. That is also within the Rahus. If malefic papkatari or something is there, that cannot be seen here with. Rahu also shows the father-in-law. Here also in 8th house. Rahu in-laws shows the in-laws here. Here also 10th house Rahu is the mother-in-law. So Rahu always shows the mother-in-law or father-in-law's house. So with relationship, when father-in-law or mother-in-law is very good, native generally succeed. But if relationship with the mother-in-law or father-in-law not good, native may not get success. Now coming to the 12th house. 12th house is the house of spiritual journey. It is the house of knowledge. That knowledge spread throughout beyond the boundary of the nations. Native may have so much knowledge of know-how, of knowledge of different subjects like software, etc. So native easily maintain this life in the 12th house by his knowledge, by his management. If native fails to do it in 12th house, generally Rahu is intoxicated. The native may be alcoholic. Native may be drug addicted. In 12th house Rahu, it is sin generally. So native have to follow his birth chart and always seeing if Rahu is posited in 12th house or not. Then it gives, native have to control it. 12th house Rahu should not be any intoxication, should not be alcoholic, should not be any drugs, always divide it. And 12th house Rahu generally have sleeping defects. So for peaceful sleeping, native have to make meditate at least 5 minutes to 10 minutes. Now this is actually the charts. First house Rahu, here is the Nelson Mandela, the great leader of South Africa, and then become president. And here, second house Rahu is there. So many personalities is there in the film area. Third house Rahu, we are coming. Third house Rahu is there. It is in the case of Aishwarya Bachchan also. And fourth house Rahu, it is also there. It is in the JFTP Vejas. Fifth house Rahu, it is also the it is in the Johnson, that means Scarlett Johnson's chart. So each house Rahu is there. The 12th house Rahu, it is there in the chart of Ratan Tataji. 11th house Rahu, it is also in the Elon Musk. So every house Rahu may be posited, and that is giving a good effect. Just to alignment, native have to knowledge about Rahu, how Rahu to be controlled. Then native will succeed in life. Sun. Here date of birth is 22/11/1984. Time of birth 12, place of birth New York. Ascendant is Capricorn, Makar Lagna, and zodiac sign is Scorpio, Vrishchik Rashi, Makar Lagna. Great chart of Scarlett Johnson. Here Rahu is posited in 5th house of talent. So his talent is spread throughout the world. He is the great Hollywood actress. So many films he get awards. In this case, Mars in the Lagna is exalted. So Mars is very strong in this chart. That means ambition, also the determinations the Mars gives. Ambition also comes from the 5th house Rahu. Now Venus-Jupiter combination giving too much wealth and prosperity to the native. In Sagittarius sign, Jupiter-Venus conjunction is there very strong. And Saturn in the 10th house in Libra sign exalted. So other planet, Rahu is the ambition, but other planet, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, Mars, all are strong. That's why she is a successful actress of Hollywood and world famous personality. Going to 5th house, Rahu. Coming to the chart of Jeffrey P. Bezos, the owner and founder of Amazon and so many business. Date of birth 12 January 1964. Time of birth 11. Place of birth Albuquerque, New Mexico. Ascendant is Pisces, mean Lagna, and zodiac sign is Sagittarius, Dhanu Rashi, mean Lagna. What happens in this chart? Rahu is posited in Gemini sign, very strong, aspecting the 10th house of professions. So Rahu spread the talent, the business. And Jupiter here is very important. Jupiter is the lord of 10th house and 1st house, posited in own sign in 1st house. So Jupiter easily controls the unexpected desire of Rahu. Rahu is controlled by Jupiter here with Jupiter too much strong. Lordship of 10th house and 1st house posited in own sign. Not only that, 11th house, Saturn posited in his own sign. With Mars, Mars is exalted here with. So Saturn is strong, Mars is strong, Jupiter very strong. Sun also in the 10th house give directional strength, making Buddhaditya Jog. And Venus for foreign connections in 12th house. So this chart is very much favorable to Rahu to get the desired business, to get the desired result. So Rahu in the 4th house here is very much supporting to the chart of Jeffrey P. Bezos. To the chart of Virat Kohli, a great Indian cricketer, date of birth 5 November 1988, 10:28, time of birth, place of birth Delhi. Ascendant is Sagittarius, Dhanu Lagna. Rashi is Bhargo, Kanya Rashi, Dhanu Lagna. Dhanu Lagna, Kanya Rashi, the great chart of Virat Kohli. What is the effect of Rahu here? Rahu here in the third house. Third house and sixth house Rahu is very strong to destroy the enemy. Here third house Rahu aspect in the ninth house of fortune. Not only that, Jupiter in the sixth house, first, second, third, fourth, fifth aspect on the Venus and Moon. Venus and Moon conjunction giving too much wealth, since Jupiter gives his fifth aspect. Jupiter seventh aspect on the 12th house, that foreign link is there. And what happens here in the ninth aspect in the second house of wealth, prosperity. And in the 11th house of Libra sign, Sun Makari making Buddhaditya Yoga. So this is the great chart of Virat Kohli, where third house Rahu is there and making the chart very strong.